be done eating a pussy. That a nigga quick if he catch him in that cookie jar. Far from a rookie, ain't gotta die to be a vet. Cause I'm a queen in his heart, but you a pawn in his chest. Don't ever get it twisted, backwoods is all he smoke. With me ain't gotta twist shit, that's just how I roll. And I never been a follower, switches is what I blow. I keep my mind on this grind, just pussy on the low. My fetish is this cash, but I'm allergic to them Johns though. Never hear no that, my nigga only one to get blowed. Only one to blow the whistle, tell a bitch to get low. Only time I stash he's hit licks and stuff though. A real ass bitch, he give a fuck about this city chick. Solid to the core, you know I never follow city trends. My nigga is my nigga, so we never feeling envious. I'm his reservation, baby, swear I be so Indian.
I fucks with you right in the morning, fuck with you tonight, I'ma fuck with you tomorrow. Yeah, I fucks with you right, believe that I fucks with you tight. Believe that I fucks with you right in the morning, fuck with you tonight, I'ma fuck with you tomorrow. Yeah, I fucks with you right, believe that I fucks with you tight.
Ha! And when it's been a long day, you come in the meals cook. Whether it's bricks or they ate, your baby makes soul food. Put this ass in your face, you know dessert is patty cake. Now bow your head on my knees, hold up. Let me pray, my whole complexion changing while giving amazing grace. Climaxing and speaking tongue, passionate in Jesus' name. I should be all that's on your head, between your legs and on your face. Set the bar high, break ribbons, bitch, I'm the race. Like Spalding, I ball hard and game over, flip time, bitch, I just started. Always got my game face on and yeah, bitch, I stay laced up. Don't never gotta trip, I accept cash and them pesos. Pistols on hand, you bitches drawing from the hip. I'm his main squeeze, his duck off, his honey dip. Baby with the business, he know we don't take no shit. And my nigga is my nigga, so we never feeling envious.
I fucks with you right in the morning, fuck with you tonight, I'ma fuck with you tomorrow. Yeah, I fucks with you right, believe that I fucks with you tight. Believe that I fucks with you right in the morning, fuck with you tonight, I'ma fuck with you tomorrow. Yeah, I fucks with you right, believe that I fucks with you tight.
Get him a napkin. What's going on? It's your boy IC Jonez. You know what it is, man. Room Service Radio. We in the building. Yeah, that's Sin City Keys. You feel me? Doing her thing. Oh yeah, let's save that one. Hold on, wait. I think we played that one, but that was Drop It too. Look, man, the playlist is hot. I need y'all to tap in with me to get on this good playlist for what we got going on for June. All the way to the first week of July. You understand me? It's going up in a major way. So at the end of the day, man, I'm excited because it's a real live rapper in the building. And man, he handling business from West Coast all the way down south, all the way back around to Vegas. You feel me? We got actual video. We got a video we're gonna play exactly right after we talk to him for a little minute. We have Love It Here from Tha Landlord. You feel me? He just dropped that video. He just dropped the album called Far From Perfect. He just dropped the merch from that line. Boy got hats, shirts, shorts.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
You understand me? We got Tha Landlord in the building. You feel me? What's happening with it, my guy?
Come on, man. What's up?
Over here running things. I see you.
We here. What's up, bro?
Man, just grinding hard. Pun intended for sure.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
That's good, man.
You got to grind hard if you're going to grind.
That's right, man. So you've been working lately, for real.
Sure.
How did the pandemic treat Tha Landlord, though?
It really just put a lot of things in perspective. It actually opened my eyes to a lot of things, you know. I feel like sitting down and just resetting was something that not just me, but I think everybody needed, you know.
Right.
If you was a son, father, an uncle, you know, that sit down just kind of like let you know you need to do more or less, you know, but it just kind of puts some things in perspective. Yeah.
That's real, man. And then you end up making Landemic in the middle of the pandemic.
For sure. Yeah.
So can you give me like a time frame you did that? Because I know we got hit in March.
Right.
You feel me? When did you think you recorded Landemic?
It was late. Like we was deep in the pandemic already. Cause like when it first started, it was like no music, no creative process, not even thinking about like really wondering what's about to happen to the world. You know? But once it got a little deeper and we was able to see a little more light, I think it was like, I don't even know. Whenever it dropped, it probably was a month prior.
A month prior to the dropping?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got the video, right? You shot the video of the Landemic?
For sure. Yep.
Right. And you was outside?
Yeah, for sure.
In front of the corner store?
For sure. Oh, yeah. So that definitely was when it was extreme, because I remember going inside the store and he was just like, whoever ain't got no mask can't come in type shit. So, yeah.
Wow. And now we getting back open?
Yeah, we back open.
How you feeling about now?
It's still concerning. I don't know if it's like open because they like desperate for money or because it's safe, you know? So it's still like, I'm still a little bit confused on like why it's open. You know what
The virus still here.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, how bad is it? Is it like, all right, we can't take it no more? Or is it like, all right, it's better? That's why. You know, I want to know, like, why we back outside? Is it because
that's going to be the conspiracy.
Yeah, for sure.
You got your youngin' with you today, man.
Oh, my dog.
He always with you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I feel that, man. Why is that important, man?
I just feel like when I grew up, I think a lot of things kind of raised me and taught me stuff, you know, that I feel like I was supposed to learn through somebody. You know what I mean? And it's just some things I ain't gonna allow to teach him. I'm gonna be the one being here to teach him those things. So yeah.
Man, that's real.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
real.
Sure.
So tell me about this Far From Perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is it just like songs that you just compiled, or did you really record an album called Far From Perfect? You feel me?
If you listen to a lot of the songs I put Far From Perfect in, I actually I recorded. I got in record mode. I was just recording initially because, you know, that's how my creative process is, just to record, and then when I feel like I got enough songs, I'll start picking them out, and, you know, for the album. But this was just me recording, and then I actually started feeling like, all right, this is what the album is going to be called. And certain songs I start adding, you know, Far From Perfect in it. But a lot of songs that I recorded for, like, got scratched. So I'm kind of like, so when the album dropped, I was kind of like worried, because I ended up using some songs that I wasn't going to use. Some of the songs I was excited about, I had to scratch. So it was just like, I hope once it hit the streets, because I know my perspective was a little different, because I sat with those songs for so long. Some of those songs was like, oh, you know what I mean? So when it dropped, and the love that people gave me from it, it's just like, all right, that's what's up.
That's true. I hear a lot of pain though now. You feel me? Not even now. Like,
Yeah.
but I hear pain in your music, man. You've been let down a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? But you're able to like make it rhyme, bro. Like, you feel me? It's crazy. Like when you you talk about sitting with the demons. You feel me? And those are inner issues and people around you. Like you put them in different perspectives. You feel me? So tell me about your life in this time. You know what I mean? Like how do you really feel about that?
Honestly, I feel like I kind of go through the same as everybody else. The thing is, I feel like music is easier to express the things that I can't talk about, you know what I mean? Or that's harder to talk about. So I go through a lot of happy times too. I just rather not rap about it. You know, I talk to people about it. I live it. I have fun. I express it. Those things get bottled in. So I get in front of one of these and I'm able to talk about it. You know what I mean? So it's not all of my life is like painful stuff. It's just those are the things that's bottled in that I want to get out. And the happy things is easier to get out without a microphone. But the harder things I have to get in front of a microphone. So you hear a lot of those because that's the stuff I want out of me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's good. A good cleansing.
Yeah, for sure.
It's therapy. And for real, it's like allowing people to relate though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you said, you go through what everybody else go through.
Yeah,
too.
and that's when my music took a turn. When I started learning that the little stuff that I'm going through, it's like so many other people going through it. And if I just say how I got through it, it might help, you know, the next person. So I started like getting attached to those type of songs just because I felt like it was helping people more than the other ones. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I want to know, do you have a relationship with Super Pat from So Much?
Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, for sure. We still rock. You know, we don't talk as we ain't as close as we was, but you know, 'cause we are adults now. But yeah, for For sure.
Take me back to that time, though, when y'all created so much. Because that's how I got introduced to you.
For sure.
From being on the album cover and Mario's Market type stuff. You feel me? Sure. Take me back to that time, because that was like, I don't know, 15 years ago now.
I mean, it was kind of like, it was like one of the introductions to me just like doing music to the city. I already had a lot of stuff like that I was doing, and a lot of like things that I wanted, and a vision for myself, but we kind of like had a sit down, and it just kind of made more sense that we both wanted to do the same thing. So just we're gonna introduce ourselves, you know, as a group. So I thought that was hard, just so we can both kind of piggyback off of each other. Yeah.
And only Vegas people really know what I'm talking about.
For sure.
When it comes to that.
Well, yeah, for sure.
And so now, Grindhard, is Grindhard, it's a family, or is it a label? Like you wrote, like you signed and all that type of stuff?
For sure. I think when I first came, of course, it was like a company, a brand by Starlito, and it became a label, you know, during the time I was there. But yeah, it's definitely a label and a family, you know, and it's just it's a brand, right? So it's just all of that. And
so, because you say like nowadays, like you had to scratch some stuff, or you know what I mean, like you had to take care of some. You feel me?
Yeah.
It ain't just you no more.
For sure.
You know what I mean? How does that make you feel about that? Because I know you trust them, but
man, it was a big learning experience for sure. Keeping it real, because like the album was supposed to be out like December, January. It's like, you know, look how late it is. Yeah. But it's because the business side, you know, I learned a lot from like just the business. Like, you know, I used to get beats and record to them and put the song out, you know, without doing the business, you know, with these producers. And because sometimes you can do some stuff with somebody that's just like verbally like, bro, yeah, you can use that beat, it's good. And then it take off. Then, you know, you got lawyers.
He didn't mean that.
Yeah,
he didn't really mean that.
You feel me? So to avoid all that, it's just that's kind of what I'm learning through him, you know, in the company, that no, we can't do it that way. We gotta cross our T's, dot our I's, and make sure we don't do nothing that could come back, you know, to haunt us as far as legal work.
Man.
So I had to like some producers I sent contracts to, some of them didn't even, you know, sign it. So it's like, all right, I got to scratch that song now. So some of them was like, all right, this is what it's going to cost. You know, it's just like it was more than just like making the song and putting it out. So it's like that took time. Then graphic designers like everything just not the same as far as, all right, I like that. It's out. You know what I mean?
Man, that's
not to say that nobody's stopping me from doing anything that I want to do or creatively. It's just, the paper, everything has to be done professionally now. When I was doing it myself, it was like I didn't care about that.
Mm-hmm. Now it's really 90% business.
For sure. So it's a lot of business for sure. Man. I mean, once you start getting money from this stuff, it's like you gotta learn the business. Mm-hmm. I don't care if it's a lot or a little. Like once you start getting income from it, you have to learn where it's coming from and how, and you know, just things that you can do to inflate it and just make your money come faster or bigger, you know what I mean? But you just got to learn the business for sure.
That's a fact. Where do we get the merch from? This Far From Perfect merch, man.
We're building a site right now to where we can be able to distribute it a little faster. But right now, I'm kind of doing it myself, and it's been working. You know, I'm pretty quick on getting people like they merch out of state, and if you around me, if I'm in the city with you, you know, you can pull up on me. I'll pull up on you. Or especially in Vegas, I got me and a couple of my people's family members that you can contact that'll get it to you real fast too, you know. It ain't like no hold up, we gon'.
So they just DM you?
DM me, write me on social media.
Comments type stuff?
Yeah, anything, yeah.
Okay, this is what I wanted to know, bro. Why do you read the comments? Why does the landlord read the comments?
I really, honestly, it's only a certain time where I read it, because I really don't be reading comments as much as I used to, but it's certain things that, like, most of the time I don't even, you know, I don't really post a lot. So when I do, it's kind of things that I do want to respond to, like me posting, like recently, you know, me dropping my album. Of course I want to see, you know, what people think about it or what people think I could have did different, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like the main thing, just to kind of critique myself and re-strategize my music, you know, if somebody's saying something, but like, you know, if I'm just posting a picture of me just chilling or something like that, you know,
right, that's different.
It is what it is.
But I'm like more so on YouTube videos.
Oh no, see, this is the thing. I did that one time, and I liked it. I still haven't did it again, but I didn't even really know YouTube had comments till recently. It's so crazy, but yeah, I went through the comments, and it'd be a lot of love on there, but YouTube is a broad spectrum, so like, that's like, YouTube is kind of like World Star. It's hard to please everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
So you get them comments that say all kind of wild stuff, but I literally, I never really even knew. You know what I mean? Right. Because I never really kept up with my channel. I made like a channel like a while back for whatever reason, and I never I don't even tell people to follow it. I just haven't been adamant to it, but I definitely need to start because that's kind of like where a lot of the extreme and stuff coming from now. That is, bro. It very much is. So, and like you said, nobody's in control of your content. Nobody's in control of your lyrical content, any of that. Yeah, for sure. But it's definitely a business now. For sure. You feel me? And I feel that but you've been doing, merch when you drop. Yeah, for sure. Last thing was Fake Love 3. For sure. And how did that do when it came to you? Like how you feel it did? I honestly feel like it kind of like woke me up. I still been making music just, because it's something that I like to do. Also something that helped me therapeutic. Mm-hmm. But once that album dropped, I think it kind of like things took a turn like where I started realizing, of course I know I make good music. Okay. And I express myself and articulate myself in a good way as far as music goes, so people are able to relate to it. Yeah. But once it dropped, it started letting me, I started seeing, just traveling, doing shows. It's like, all right, people was really gravitating to it. And it made me gave me a reset, where it's time to take it even more serious, because now you getting to certain crowds and certain people, you reaching certain cities now. So it's it was a wake up call, the wake up album for me, for sure. Wake up album. Have you ever had somebody say you're the first person they met from Vegas? For sure. All my life. All your life, right? Because you born and raised here like me, right? For sure. What is that? What are they saying when you leave the city? What are some people thinking about the city? What do they think about you being from here? What are some of the things you heard? Do you live on the strip? Still? Yeah, for sure. Do you live on the strip? And how is it houses? Is it, where, they just want to know, is it an actual city, a place to live at in Las Vegas besides having to live on the strip? And people still think that. Wow. Yeah. But if you become, if it's a fan of somebody that's a fan of my music, I always, since the beginning, let them know, it's a lot going on here. But if I just meet somebody randomly, they definitely, oh, you from Vegas? Wow, you live there? You born and raised there? Where was you born at? They want to know, where the hell? That's crazy. So you said something that really struck me, bro. You said that the strip they want to suffocate what we doing. For sure. We putting something out. For sure. That can't mess up that shit, yeah. When did that hit you? Since a youngin'. When I first started this music, I started, soon as I jumped in and got a little serious when I became solo after the whole So Much thing, I kind of was kind of trying to come up with a way to just become big. I want to be the face of a city, you know what I mean? I'm born and raised here. I feel like it ain't a lot of people that can tell the story how I tell it. Yeah. And from the beginning, you know what I mean? You could say, it's a lot of people that can say, look, I knew him in elementary. I watched him in first grade, you know what I mean? So I kind of feel like I'm qualified for that. So I started reaching out as soon as I started doing music on how to brand myself and how to become big as possible. And I realized you start dancing off that west side a little bit, and people was like, you want to do a hip hop show? We can't do that. If it's hip hop, we can't. And I was getting a lot of that, so I'm like, all right, they want to keep us over here. Dang, that's real though, right? Yeah, for sure. So I know now, not even now, but growing as who you are, very much known. For sure. What is it like with these celebrities, man? Are they like people say they not really real, or? I mean, celebrities is people. It ain't. Thank you. I mean, you can't really categorize. It ain't action heroes or something. These is talk about it, bro. These is all human. So I mean, celebrities are human. So you run into some that's real, some that's fake, Some that's what they saying, some that's not what they saying. You know, that's everywhere though.
Yeah. In real life.
In real life. You know, you got people putting out a perspective that they like this or they like that, and they not. It's the same with, you know, celebrities. They ain't no different.
Same as what it is on the West Side.
For sure. The West Side, East Side, North Side, South Side, same shit.
Same thing, man. And that's because I seen you with YF and Lucci on like a YouTube, somebody did something for you, you feel me?
Free Lucci.
Free Lucci. And then, of course, you know our hometown favorite, Dizzy, right? You know what I mean?
Shout out Dizzy.
Dizzy, you with Starlito. You with a lot of different people on a different level, bro, that some people trying to get to. Yeah. You feel me? And so with that, like, do you feel like you're a part of that? Or you feel like you still trying to get somewhere? I
just think it's like both worlds for me. Like, I come to Vegas and I'm like, you know, somebody that people kind of look up to and kind of inspired to be like. And then, you know, I get out there with some of them and I'm like, I'm the same way. I'm inspired to, you know, I'm inspired by them. You know what I mean? So I get to see both sides of it for sure.
Absolutely. So I want to get into your video. Love It Here.
Let's get it.
But I want to talk about it first.
For sure.
Right. To me, it do sound like a love-hate relationship. Right.
For sure.
Explain to me kind of Love It Here and then, you know, the song.
I mean, Love It Here is kind of like, yeah, like you said, it's a love-hate relationship. I kind of like, growing up, the farther you get, the farther I used to be out of my neighborhood, the more unsafe I felt. You know what I mean? Like, people say there's so much going on, it's so dangerous to be there, but it's like, as soon as I leave there, it's like when I start feeling like I'm on guard, I got to watch everything. But when I get there, I feel like that's when my guards go down. I feel like I'm safer. You know what I mean? So it just like, people ask like, oh, you know, where you at? Boom, I'm over. Man, you still be, yeah. You know, my family's still here. I got a lot of family still over here. And this is why I learned everything. It's like, I'd be superficial to
not go back.
You know, and to not even like always embracing and salute everything that a lot of stuff I learned, a lot of my growing pains. And when I realized certain things had to change, I learned that over there. You know what I mean? So like I said, I can't. It's no other way. You feel me? And I definitely feel like the people there and the people from there should know that, look, I know you see this, but this still home for me and I love it here. And I kind of want y'all to be the same way. Like,
bro, I feel a way with your answer, because a lot of us lose our lives coming back home, right?
For sure.
But you just expressed why.
Yeah.
They were comfortable. They let their guard down. This is where they felt. So they didn't feel away. That's probably where they wanted to leave this earth at.
For sure.
That's what it sounded like. That really made me emotional, though, your answer, because it was real.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You feel the same way?
Yeah.
Even when you see what happened, they be like, oh, everybody died in their own home or whatever. It's like they're comfortable.
The only thing I could say about myself is my every time I'm moving around, it's just so premeditated, man, that I kind of like, I give myself the best odds and the best chances to go back home. Just being honest, you know, without just breaking it down, I kind of like, I don't put myself in the weird situations. And it's like, you know, not saying that it just can't happen like that, but I premeditate my days, my hours, my minutes. Like, so, you know, I kind of put myself in a position to make sure I'm you know,
you gonna make it home.
I get out of that situation. And when my neighborhood ain't like a place that I hung at though. You know, a lot of people is from places that they hung at. Like I was born on Laurie Street.
Got it.
You feel me? And I grew, like I lived there. Like I lived my whole childhood. I didn't leave. Like I literally lived there. Yeah. You know, so it ain't like I'm going back to a place that I hung at. You know, this is home. So the people, when I'm outside, these people around me is like real family. You know what I mean? They watch me grow up. So I'm not like over there like with, you know, some envious people. Like these is people that really watch me grow up as a baby.
Right. Yeah. But you do speak about that in your music.
For sure.
About certain people that have hurt you. Certain people that
100%.
They wish you would have did something for them.
For sure.
Or you did something for them and it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough.
So you had to cut them off. You said something to the effect of like, I ain't did this, but I had to cut like 6 people off. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh, I ain't snitched, but I had to cut 6 people off, right?
Blood off like 6 times.
It's like 6 times. You feel me? So that's just how real his music is. I really love the Landlord music, man. To me, like I told you before, it sounds like you talking in rhythmic form.
For sure.
Because you're not one of them boisterous rappers.
For sure.
You feel me? So I want to get into the song, the video, Love It Here. Won't you introduce it for me?
Man, this is my new video off Far From Perfect, the album out now on all platforms. I love it here. This video right here means so much to me. Like I said, I'm just venting and talking about the thoughts that go through my head when I think about the place that I was born and raised at, Love it here right now.
The Landlord.
Hey, so this way you want me to drop you off?
Yeah, it's cool. It's straight right here.
I can take you right up to the spot.
It's good, bro. It's
Sure.
good. Yeah, it's good.
The police is kind of hot.
It's my area. I love it here, bro.
My nigga. All right, stay safe, brother.
You already know, you too.
Every time.
That's what they say, this shit's so dangerous. But I can't live no other place because I love it here. Because I love it here. I love it. Hey, they hate you when you real. Being rich and get you killed. I've been struggling with this shit since I was little. But shit, I still love it here. I still love it here. I really love it here. I got my brothers and my cousins here, my mother here. I learned my hustle, I found love in here, I'm stuck in here. My blood, sweat, and my fucking tears keep coming here. I don't know why, because ain't nothing here, we dummy here. We have fun, but we got guns in here. We got 40s, we got hustlers, we got dubs in here. You can't come in here, I got my son in here. So nigga move around, you act like you can't fuck in here. I was young in here, that's why I motivate them. So if I move, they gon' lose all of their motivation. Might have some open cases, some niggas on probation. But we can't go for hatred, that face is so contagious. The youngest need some hope, OGs believe in dope. They calling me the GOAT, how could I leave these folks? Can't swim, just keep afloat. Don't panic, breathing slow. I'm here for life, even though I should've been left. I shouldn't be here, that's what they say, this shit's so dangerous. But I can't live no other place because I love it here. Because I love it here. I love it. Hey, they hate you when you real. Being rich and get you killed. I've been struggling with this shit since I was little. But shit, I still love it here.
I remember being a kid.
I still love it here.
Teachers judge you off your address.
I used to lie about where I live. People think it's funny in elementary. I used to say I lived up in Summerlin, but really I know smokers that can teach a teacher something. They know they living bad, but they gon' make the kids believe in something. I'm a product of it. Good or bad, you gotta love it. We survive the struggle. Them concrete roses come a dime a dozen. Mama from it, daddy from it. They had me on the hottest summer. Love it, but it come with a whole lot of trauma. And to my son, you gon' make it bigger. I'm just painting this picture so you can frame it and take it with you. I make sacrifices, so opportunities ain't the issue. I want you to go far, just making sure you ain't forgetful. Don't be embarrassed of the culture you inherit. Karma ain't fair and she careless. When I leave my people for too long, it scare me. Mama said the shit you love gon' get you buried. I should've been left, I shouldn't be here, that's what they say, this shit's so dangerous. But I can't live no other place because I love it here. Because I love it here. I love it. Hey, they hate you when you real. Being rich and get you killed. I've been struggling with this shit since I was little. But shit, I still love it here. I still love it here.
Yes, sir. We back. Hot Seat with IC Jonez. Y'all got to see Love It here. If you seen it first, you seen it first. IC Jonez. Make sure you go run that up on YouTube as well as Far From Perfect. The album is out right now. We got the landlord in the building. What's happening, man?
Man, you know it. Same old.
That's right. So we were talking a little bit. That actual slab, man, the house got burned down. And it was just, they ain't put no house on there yet.
Yeah, the house been burned down for over a year, you know, and I kind of like, every time I pass by it, I'm like, why ain't a house there? We need, you know, a house right here. What's going on? And then every time I see it, I'm like, all right, I want to bring some life to this, this right here.
You did that.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if it was for a moment.
Yeah, for sure.
And now that moment is going to carry on.
Forever, yeah.
Forever, man. That's what I love about music. It lasts forever.
For sure.
Even when we're going to still here. I love that about music. And so that was literally in your area.
Yeah, for sure. That was in my neighborhood, yeah.
Absolutely, man. That's pretty dope to me, bros. And what you did with the band.
It was kind of like based around that, like a live show for my peoples, like me just doing a concert for them type.
Bro, I like it.
Yeah.
I do. Also, as far as people, and I'm one of the people that's talking about it, the album has a different sound as far as production.
For sure.
You feel me? It's not that it's, you know, here or there. It's just different for the landlord. You know what I mean? So that comes from these producers and these people in business.
And I was like kind of forced to get with some producers that I'm kind of like have good relationships with. So these producers that I'm kind of rocking with now, I think it's even better just because now I can like reach out to them personally when it's time for like, you know, it's time to make some music and they kind of know, you know, what I'm looking for. So it just made it a lot easier. It just shrunk, you know, the amount of producers that I deal with. And I think that all the producers that I deal with kind of got their own different sound. So I think it all worked.
You got Taylor Weeze on the album.
For sure.
On one of them hooks.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? That's in Vegas. You got Cody, got beats on there.
Cody got beats. That's my dog, man. Cody, like, right now, I feel like that's like one of my in-house producers, man. Like,
okay.
I never really had no in-house producer like right next to me, you know, doing beats and making beats, you know, that I feel like that's the closest thing to my in-house producer right now.
That's right. And then you, of course, have Grindhard on there.
For sure.
Trapper Mandel.
Mandatory.
You feel me? You got Don Trip.
Mandatory.
You got Starlito.
Mandatory. Yeah.
Okay, and that's it. Like those are your features.
For
Taylor
sure.
and then them.
For sure.
And then like just the aesthetic, just the album, just all the way through. I like the album. How you feel though? Like for real, how do you feel about your own project? And what is your favorite track or tracks?
See, the thing is, when I'm recording all songs, no matter how good, no matter how good the song is or how much I like it, I try to listen to it a couple times and leave it alone. So for this reason, so things can be fresh to me too, so I can kind of listen to it with everybody. I don't want to play a song out ever. You know, people be like, "Oh, send me this song." Like I be trying not to. I don't want nobody to get played. I feel like if you're gonna play it out, I want you to play it out on iTunes. I want you to play it out on Spotify. So even me, like if I want to hear, like I'd rather wait till it's out so I can. If I want to hear it, I want to hear it where I'm getting paid for it.
Run it up.
For the most part, I feel like now that it's out, like before, like I said, before it dropped, because of all of the complications it had, I was worried a little bit. Yeah. But once it dropped, even when I like every day, like I play it from front to back just and try to listen to it from somebody else's perspective. And I think it's a dope project.
It's growing.
For sure.
It's definitely.
And a lot of people saying it's like, you know, everybody is like super, super on it and feel like super, super good about it. And that's just kind of like driving me to like it even more. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's a dope project, personally.
For sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I listened to it all the way through from track 1 to 12, and I'm rocking with it, right? Sure. But like I said, I can hear your therapy.
For sure.
I can hear you letting it go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff I'm just like, man, he really be going, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, dang. And that's what made me say, okay, I get the Far From Perfect because people, they got a perception of you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And having that perception kind of like overwhelms you and stress you out a lot. You know, I know I'm definitely not the only one going through it. And I think people got it worse than me. Some people, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's something that really overwhelms you a whole lot. And I had to tell myself, like, you know, Sometimes you're gonna have to allow people to just be upset with you or feel away because you can't make everybody happy, and you have to let that be known. So I just try to let people know I'm not perfect, and please don't even put that on me.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you ever have a day in your early days rapping to say, man, when I get 30, I ain't gonna be doing this? Did you ever have that? Did you ever say something like that?
Not really. I think I kind of like the music I make. It was never like super like club, super turn up and have fun and dance. I feel like if I was one of those artists, then I would have told myself that I'm not gonna be doing this. But I feel like I'm gonna always live life and I'm gonna always be going through something. So I'm gonna always need to vent, like no matter what. You know what I mean? I'm not around here just saying nonsense. So I feel like my music gonna resonate to people forever. Like I'm gonna always have something to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anybody else coming up from your camp, from Baller Boys?
Man, we got some like some people is like really in house like Baller Boys, and we got some people that's like kind of like we like figuring things out. But I got a lot of youngsters like coming up with me right now. Jay Roach, we got B Mace, D Black, and it's a lot. I don't want to name too many because some of them have their own situations going, but we working with a lot of different artists for sure.
Toast to the Loyal. That's on Fake Love 3.
That's on Fake Love 3,
bro. I think what did that do?
Hold on, yeah, and I got all my we got PG Zappo. I just want to say that before we go. PG Zappo, them is some of my my young life that's coming up. With us too, yeah.
And can we find some of their music yet?
Yeah, man. I don't know all their Instagrams off top, but Baller Boy, look up Baller Boy, and a lot of them, their names gonna come up because a lot of them got Baller Boys in front of their name. But after the interview, I'm gonna definitely figure out all their stuff so y'all can check them out. Baller Boy Jay Roach, that's something I know off top. I know his name. Y'all need to look him up. He pretty hard for sure.
Got it.
Baller Boy D Black hard for sure. Zappo, PG, yeah. It's a lot of us too. If I forgot you, I didn't forget you.
Type. Yeah. We on the spot with it right now.
For sure.
So Toast to the Loyal, crazy, and I think that got a good reception.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah, and that's so funny. That's the funniest thing because that song is the reason that I started having to do contracts with beats because I was a producer that was just like, oh man, put me on the album, bro. Gave me that beat. Once it started doing what it did, I got an email from somebody trying to sue about a beat that I did, and boom, boom, boom. Even though I had purchased the beat, so I was able to show that I purchased it. Then the producer hit me, oh, bro, it wasn't nothing like that, and I did forget that you purchased the beat. It was just like, all right, you tried a funny move. I'm never dealing with you ever again. But moving forward, I'm just getting contracts.
The song Toast to the Loyal.
Yeah. Toast to the Loyal.
Oh, wow, that's crazy, though.
But
the irony. So with that, though, that's how I feel like, how does he not have his stuff in order to remember that you bought the beat?
Yeah, and it was just so weird because the dude talking to me, I'm like, bro, I purchased that beat. He like, oh yeah, he just trying to like speak as if he his lawyer or something. So I hit dude personally. I'm like, so I didn't buy the beat, and I just sent the receipt for our little contract. He was like, oh, boom, boom. I'm like, oh yeah, you tried one. You thought that the song was about to go out of here, and you just was trying to jump, latch on to me, but it's good.
It ain't that serious, man, because we will work again if you keep it straight.
Yeah, but that situation's done.
Yeah,
over with.
Absolutely. Yeah. I do have a personal question. So you've been rocking braids, bro, since you was young.
For sure.
Have you ever thought about cutting your hair and switching up?
Yeah, a few times I did, but I kind of like I embraced it. I got a lot of like older family members, uncles, and even my grandpa. Like some of my peoples, they older and they got their hair. It's kind of like in my family tradition to kind of keep your hair. So yeah,
that's real
for sure.
I like that. What you say?
Tell them about that basketball one.
Oh yeah, in high school when I was trying to play basketball, they said I got to cut my hair to hoop. Yeah, Cheyenne. That's how they was rocking my 10th grade year. I had played basketball for Western. And then when I switched up, like my pops was already mad because he had talked to the varsity coach and he said, oh yeah, he gonna play varsity here. But I was trying to be around my homeboys and hang out and all that. So I've switched to Cheyenne so I can go over there with them. But I still want the hoop.
Yeah.
And he was just like, man, you cut your hair. If you can't cut your hair, you can't hoop tight. He told me and Pat, Pat was a year older than me, but we both kind of was like, nah, we ain't, nope. But I ain't cut my hair though.
That's not cool. And people still deal with that today.
Yeah,
you seen that wrestling one when they cut that boy hair?
Yeah, it's real. It's real. And this was a black coach telling me that I had to cut my hair.
You know how that be.
Yeah.
You know how that be. He trying to keep his job.
For sure.
We ain't doing that, man. So where can they follow you at, bros?
Man, Landlord 702 on everything, really,
Yeah.
Yeah, and The Landlord online at YouTube, man. Y'all start subscribing, man. Popping out on my YouTube. I see that's YouTube. We got to get that popping.
Let's do it. Where's one of the most like beautiful places you've been as far as music has taken you?
I probably have to say Hawaii. I performed in Hawaii like 6 years ago, I think, and it was just some stuff that I seen in the vibe and everything. The weather it was different.
The same thing. I say the same place, but I ain't been out the country.
Jamaica too. I feel like Jamaica dope. I always felt like Jamaica, but not music. I ain't go there for music, but I said music because I had a show in Hawaii.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Do you do the lock yourself in the studio for 2 weeks, get an Airbnb type thing?
I did. I kind of did that on this album.
Oh,
some of them songs that didn't make it, but this was kind of like one of my first times. I usually just record. A couple of days I might record every day for a couple of weeks. Like it might be different, but this time, like I went to Nashville more than once. Where I went to Nashville for about 4 days, Airbnb, brought the engineer, brought the studio, and just wake up, record, go to sleep, wake up, recording all day. I might record a song, we might eat, chill, record another song, we might go somewhere, get some food, come back, record, you know what I mean? And that wave, just to be able to record and leave Vegas to where all my responsibilities and my, distractions is at, it helps so much just to go, because I can go for a couple of days and record almost a whole album, but in Vegas, it's like, I got Lil One. I got to make sure he had practice. From practice, got to make sure he, all of his training and all that. It's just a lot of things I end up having to do that kind of keeps me from being able to record as much. So when I do leave town, it's like I get to lock in, no distractions.
Yeah. How do you, what do you tell the young ones right now? What are you telling the young ones coming up trying to rap? They 18, 19, 20, maybe they 27, you know what I mean? But what are you telling the youngsters right now about this music and extra streams of income?
I just think if you're going to do it, you just got to do it. You got to go all in. You can't be playing. You can't have one foot. Like I did in the beginning, I kind of like was complaining with myself about why things wasn't taking off or wasn't, going the way I wanted. And I think that it was mainly because I was doing this and this, you know what I mean? And I just say, if you feel like you want to do this, you have to jump and put everything into it. You can't be over here, because those things clash and you might find yourself in like weird situations trying to, do both. So you just got to lock in. If you're going to do it, you got to lock in. And if you believe in it enough, you got to lock in. Make it about music. Don't try to do music and gang bang and, you doing this and you doing that. Like we from where we from, but if you're doing music, you got to lock in. Real talk.
Got to lock in. Is there anything that you did specifically to get to where you at today that you can recall? Like, I specifically did that. Because you a staple in the community.
Yeah, I can't really, no. Just to be honest, I just feel like I just stayed consistent. That's the one thing I did. I just stayed consistent. I didn't quit. And I was watching the Nipsey interview, and he said that's his only distinguishing quality was the fact that he just didn't quit. And that's the same with me. I did all of the same stuff everybody else doing. I just didn't quit. And one of my main things I could say I did was just think outside of the city, man. And I think that's what everybody gonna have to do. If you want to make your career, your brand, you want to take it to the next level, think bigger than Las Vegas. If you're from Vegas or any city you from, but just make sure you think outside of that city. You know what I mean? Don't get yourself caught up in feeling like you doing something because 20 of your homeboys or 20 of the people that's in the city say you hot or something. You just gotta think bigger than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's real rap, man. Bro, our time is up, man.
For sure.
You know,
for
we could
sure.
talk for hours. I appreciate you for stopping through, man.
Oh, good.
Is anything on grindhard.com or
Man, everything on grindhard.com. Y'all gotta pop in grindhard.com. We got albums on there that you can buy, stream, a bunch of clothes on there, a bunch of merchandise, weed trays, all kind of stuff, man. You can jump on grindhard.com and go shopping. It's like Amazon.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Put that out there,
for
man.
sure.
Hey, man, y'all go run up Far From Perfect. You feel
Man,
me?
go get that Far From Perfect, man. I put my my heart and soul into that album, and every song that I do. But you know, the way that stuff came together, it kind of painted a perfect picture of what I was feeling, especially during quarantine and all that. So yeah, y'all go rock with that Far From Perfect.
Absolutely. Man, I appreciate him for stopping through. Also, you know, he got a lot of other interviews out there. And, you know, if you want to know anything I didn't ask, go check out some of those interviews. He said he tap in with people, so you can give him a comment, inbox him, get that merch, Far From Perfect merch. Because if you far from perfect.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all far from it. And I'm just hoping that you know that too.
And that's like a heartbeat. Like, that's what that.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me see that thing. Yeah, that's hard. That's what that is. It's like, you know what I mean? And did you pick?
Kind of the graphic designer kind of used like cause fake love. I had the heartbeat running through the merch.
Okay.
So we kind of was like trying to stick to that same thing. Yeah. But
Content.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. We out, man. Hot Seat with IC Jonez, Room Service Radio. Y'all need to tap in with me every Thursday and Friday, 12 to 2. Same channel, same place. You know what it is, man. Follow me everywhere. Hot Seat with IC Jonez. This interview will be out today. It's already up live on Facebook and YouTube. It's always going to be on my channel as well. So make sure y'all subscribe, share, like, comment, holla at your boy. We out of here.
Yeah. Baller Boys grind hard.